So here is your and another question paper for MA first year private students, and the name of this paper is Shakespeare. Okay, let us have a look at all the important questions which have been asked last year in 2022. Again, there will be three sections in this paper also: section A, section B and section C. Section A will be based on very short answer type questions, section B will be based on shorter answer type questions, and section C will be based on long type questions. So in the section A, very short answer questions, you have to answer to all the questions. Means in this section you will not be given any option. You will be given 5 questions and each will carry 4 marks. So you have to answer to all the questions. The very first question is, in this section, very short question, write a short note on Elizabethan theatre. Okay, again I am telling you that each question will give you 4 marks. So you have to write very well that what is an Elizabethan theatre. Second one is, write a brief note on Shakespearean stage. Okay, here you have to answer to Elizabethan theatre and here Shakespearean stage. Write a note on the rose. So here in this section you are being asked to write a note on Elizabethan theatre, Shakespearean stage and again note on the rose. Then next fourth question is, what are the 7 stages of human life according to Jakes? These 7 stages are very famous of William Shakespeare, given by Jakes. Actually Jakes was the mouthpiece of William Shakespeare himself, and in As You Like It we find all these 7 stages of human life. Then fifth one is, comment on the setting of the play as you like it. So all these were your very short type questions. Now come to section B, you will find here explanation. Out of means you will be given here option also, means you will be given here 2 or 4 questions, 2 to 4 questions, and out of 4 questions you have to answer only to any 2 questions and each will give you 10 marks. Now explanations, attempt any 2 questions out of 4 and each question carries only 10 marks. Here explanation, if music be the food of love, play on. And these lines have been taken from explain with reference to the context. And these lines have been taken from Shakespearean drama, that is Twelfth Night. And these are very famous lines again of William Shakespeare. Then next one is again explanation. This island's mine by Sycorax my mother. Okay, Sycorax my mother, and these lines have been taken from The Tempest. The Tempest, tragi-comedy. Eighth one is, Prospero is half supernatural and half human. Do you agree? So here in this type of question you have to write the character of Prospero, as he was a magician also, means he had all the great power in his hand. So he was half supernatural and half human. Completely you will write about Prospero, very important character of Prospero in the Tempest drama. Then ninth one is, write a short note on 12th Night as a study of love. Simply that the main theme of 12th Night is only love. So 12th Night as a romantic drama. Write a short note on 12th Night as a study of love. There were 2 explanations to do and 2 long questions, because each will carry 10 marks. It depends on you whether you answer to the explanation or to the questions. Then section C, long questions, and you will be asked to answer only to 3 questions. Again you will be given here option and each question will carry 20 marks, means this section will carry in total 60 marks. So, this section is also very important. Justify or refuse the view that Hamlet's madness is assumed, not genuine. And you can say that Hamlet's madness is whether it is fake or it is real or it is feigned. Means you have to describe here that Hamlet, he was pretending to be mad or he was mad in reality. So, here there may be a change in the language also. Hamlet's madness fake or real. So, it was assumed or it was genuine. That is also very important question, because several times it has been asked about the madness of Hamlet. Then our next question in this section comes again based on Hamlet. It has been said that Hamlet is as much a tragedy of thought as a tragedy of action. And don't forget the quotation, you can mention here to be or not to be, that is the question. What is the problem with our this hero Hamlet? That he thinks a lot. Means he thinks he always keep thinking, and he doesn't believe in action. That is the main reason of his tragedy. So, Hamlet was a tragedy of thought and it was not a tragedy of action. Here again you have to describe, you have to write in detail the character of Hamlet, that he is a man of thought, he is a man of thinking and not a man of action. On the contrary, we found, if you have gone through the Shakespearean drama Othello, Othello was a man of action and not a man of thought. But we find here that Hamlet is very different from another character of Shakespeare, Othello. So, this is also a very good question. Hamlet is a tragedy of thought and not a tragedy of action, and you have to illustrate. And as I have told you that the best quotation will be to mention here to be or not to be, that is the question. 12th one is, what is the dramatic impact of madness as depicted in King Lear? The situation or the circumstances in which we find there was a madness, that is also very beautiful, presented by William Shakespeare in King Lear. So, dramatic impact of madness as depicted in King Lear. 13th one is, what is dramatic irony? First of all, you have to tell the meaning of what is irony, what is dramatic irony, and then you have to give the example of the use of this device in King Lear. There are so many different situations or circumstances or events when you found this kind of irony, dramatic irony, and you have to give few examples if you find this kind of device used by William Shakespeare in King Lear. So, here you have to write about the dramatic irony presented in this drama, in this tragedy King Lear. 14th one is, describe the main sources of the play Antony and Cleopatra in detail. Main sources of the play Antony and Cleopatra, it was a historical play, and John Dryden, he has also written about this. So, here you found you have to describe very well that what had been the main sources of this play, that William Shakespeare, he described the story, the love story of both Antony and Cleopatra. Then last one is, discuss William Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra as a love poem. Here as a love poem, because the main theme of Antony and Cleopatra, this historical, though it is a historical play, but here we find there is a love story of Antony and Cleopatra. So, here you have to write the theme, the plot, that whether Antony and Cleopatra is a love drama or not. And of course, it is, because we find a love story between both. The main reason of Antony's tragedy was only his love with Cleopatra, and give suitable illustrations from the play. So, all these were your long questions, and out of these long questions, all of here are option also, you have to answer only to 3 questions.